Did anyone see this coming? Why is Taehyung's V Velvet Red vinyl quietly dominating Amazon Japan while others disappeared? What does number 7 and number 8 really mean? And why are fans calling this a silent takeover? **** when the charts were fresh and a name appears where no one expected it, questions begin to spread faster than answers. How did a vinyl, released without explosive promotions, without flashy countdowns, and without loud declarations, suddenly secure 2 positions at once? #7 and number 8 on Amazon Japan's hot new releases and bestsellers charts in the Asian pop category. Why is Taehyung's V Velvet Red Arirang vinyl standing alone there, the only vinyl by any BTS member currently charting, while the market is crowded with digital releases, limited editions, and heavily promoted albums? Is this coincidence? Or is it a clue pointing towards something much deeper? Something about Taehyung's artistic gravity, Japan's music culture, and a fan base that moves in silence but strikes with precision. At first glance, it looks like just another chart update. But the more closely fans, collectors, and industry watchers examine it, the more unusual and emotional it becomes. Because this is not just about numbers. This is about timing. This is about format. This is about identity. And above all, this is about Kim Taehyung, known to the world as V, doing what he has always done best, defying expectations without announcing that he's doing so. The Japanese music market has long been recognized as one of the most demanding and distinctive in the world. Physical sales still matter deeply there. Vinyl culture, in particular, is not treated as nostalgia, but as an art form. Japanese collectors are famously selective, valuing sound quality, pressing design, concept coherence, and emotional resonance. For a vinyl to chart, not just once, but simultaneously on 2 major Amazon Japan charts, is not a casual achievement. It is a signal, and the signal is clear. V Velvet Red is being purchased, replayed, collected, and talked about quietly, persistently, and passionately. What makes this moment even more striking is the context surrounding it. In a period where BTS members are individually releasing music across different genres and formats, none of the other members' vinyl releases are currently charting on Amazon Japan. Digital tracks come and go. CDs rise and fall. But here, in the vinyl category, often considered a niche within a niche, Taehyung stands alone, Why? Some fans believe the answer lies in the nature of the project itself. V Velvet Red is not just a vinyl pressing, it is a mood, a color, a texture, a carefully curated emotional experience that aligns perfectly with Taehyung's artistic identity. From the name alone, the vinyl suggests richness, warmth, intimacy, and depth. Velvet is not loud. Red is not subtle. Together, they form a contradiction, soft intensity that mirrors Taehyung's vocal tone, visual aesthetic, and emotional storytelling in Japan, where listeners often seek music that feels cinematic and immersive. This kind of concept resonates strongly, but resonance alone does not explain chart dominance. The surprise deepens when we consider promotion, or the lack of it. There was no aggressive marketing push in Japan. No special Japan-only campaigns. No viral countdowns aimed specifically at Amazon charts. And yet, here it is, climbing steadily, occupying both number 7 and number 8 positions across hot new releases and bestsellers. 2 charts, 2 positions, 1 vinyl, 1 artist. That dual presence raises another question. Are fans purchasing multiple versions? Or is the vinyl appearing twice due to different listings? Either way, it reflects sustained demand, not a one-day spike. Amazon Japan's bestsellers chart, in particular, is influenced by ongoing sales performance, not momentary hype. To chart there means people are continuing to buy, not just reacting once. This is where the emotional layer enters. For many fans, especially in Japan, Taehyung's artistry feels personal. His deep baritone voice, his jazz and soul influences, his visual storytelling, and his introspective themes align closely with musical traditions that Japanese audiences have cherished for decades. From city pop to jazz-infused ballads, from vinyl cafes to late-night listening rooms, V's music feels at home in Japan. V Velvet Red does not scream for attention. It invites listeners in, and Japanese listeners accept the invitation. Social media reactions tell a story that numbers alone cannot. Fans describe the vinyl as something they play late at night, something they listen to alone, something that feels like a companion rather than a product. Photos of the vinyl appear on wooden tables, next to record players, beside cups of coffee or glasses of wine. The aesthetic is deliberate, intimate, and deeply aligned with Taehyung's image. This visual storytelling matters in vinyl culture. Vinyl is not consumed passively. It is chosen, placed, played, and listened to intentionally. Every purchase is a commitment. That commitment is what places V Velvet Red at number 7 and #8. Another layer of intrigue is the symbolism of being the only BTS member vinyl currently charting. BTS, as a group, is synonymous with global success, chart-topping records, and massive fandom power. But this moment is not about the group's collective strength. It is about individual identity. Taehyung is not competing loudly. He is not racing to the top. He is simply existing in his lane, and the charts are following him. Industry observers have begun to note a pattern. Taehyung's releases often have a longer lifespan. They may not always debut at number 1 across every platform, but they linger. They stay. They resurface. They grow. Vinyl as a format rewards this kind of longevity. It is not driven by algorithmic virality. It is driven by desire. Desire does not shout. Desire waits. And when it moves decisively. There is also the emotional weight of timing. With BTS members navigating solo activities during a complex period in their careers, fans are acutely aware of moments that feel symbolic. Of vinyl charting in Japan, one of BTS's most historically important markets, feels like reassurance. It feels like continuity. It feels like a promise that the connection between Taehyung and Japanese fans remains strong, unbroken, and quietly powerful for longtime ARMY. Japan has always held a special place in BTS's story. From early Japanese releases to dome tours and emotional fan interactions, Japan is not just a market, it is part of BTS's narrative. Seeing Taehyung's vinyl thrive there taps into that shared history, and yet, this success is distinctly his own. The title, V Velvet Red, itself has sparked interpretation. Some fans see velvet as a symbol of softness masking strength, red as passion restrained by elegance. Others interpret it as a nod to classic vinyl culture, where color variants are prized and symbolic. In Japan, limited and aesthetically striking vinyl pressings are often collected not just for music, but for art value. Collectors have noted the pressing quality, packaging design, and overall presentation. These details matter immensely in Japanese vinyl circles. A poorly executed vinyl will not survive on these charts, no matter how famous the artist. That V Velvet Red is thriving suggests excellence at every level. There is also the question of silence. Taehyung himself has not loudly celebrated this achievement. No triumphant posts. No dramatic announcements. And yet, fans are celebrating for him, spreading the news across platforms, not with chaos, but with pride. This feels very Taehyung, one fan wrote. Quiet, deep, and powerful. Another commented, he doesn't chase the charts find him. Such sentiments may sound poetic, but they reflect a real phenomenon. In an era dominated by instant gratification, Taehyung's success feels almost old-fashioned. It unfolds slowly. It rewards patience. It values substance. Amazon Japan's Asian pop category is not an easy space to dominate. It includes artists from across Asia, many with strong local support and aggressive marketing. For a Korean solo artist's vinyl to outperform many of these releases is remarkable. For it to be the only BTS member vinyl charting is extraordinary. AS fans analyze the rankings. Some notice another detail: the consistency. The vinyl is not bouncing erratically. It is holding its ground. That stability suggests a steady stream of buyers, not just a single fandom-driven push. This brings us to another question. Is this purely ARMY power, or has Taehyung reached beyond the fandom? The answer may be both. Japanese listeners who are not deeply embedded in K-pop fandom culture often appreciate music based on mood and craftsmanship rather than hype. Taehyung's musical direction, rooted in jazz, soul, and emotional minimalism, bridges that gap. It invites non-fans to listen without needing context.